We're at Bruce's Beach, historical, oldest park in the city of Manhattan Beach.
Your first impression of Bruce's Beach might be that it's just another Ocean View park in the South Bay.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression.
That's the problem with first impressions. They don't always tell the whole story. And this story is getting a second chance.
Now you have students traveling from all over the region here to talk about that history.
It's a history former Manhattan Beach Mayor Mitch Ward recently helped share with high school students.
I knew that there was some discrimination here. I did not know about the entire story, though.
It's the story of Willa and Charles Bruce, who became Manhattan Beach's first black landowners when they bought a plot right along the shore in 1912.
Well, one way that African Americans were able to build wealth was to buy real estate.
Soon, Willa Bruce bought more plots next door. Other black families bought some too, and the area became known as Bruce's Beach, a resort community that flourished as a vacation spot for LA's black citizens, but not for long.
In the early 1920s, there are a couple of white citizens here who have gotten upset, and they're feeling that there's a Negro invasion.
Allison Rose Jefferson is a historian and author of the book Living the California Dream, African American leisure sites during the Jim Crow era.
They changed ordinances so that there were only 1-hour parking signs around here. They slashed people's tires at different times.
There was even intimidation by the Ku Klux Klan, seen here in this advertisement of the time. It was all to force the Bruces and the other black property owners to sell, but it did not work. So by 1924, the city of Manhattan Beach used a legal tool to take their land, saying the city needed to build a park.
Eminent domain proceedings were implemented to get the black people out of here.
It took more than 30 years until the city built this park for fear of being sued, but the Bruces and most of the other black families were long gone.
That was our property, and they removed it from the eminent domain, which was pretty much like using the law to pretty much, commit a crime.
Meet Anthony Bruce, the last living direct descendant.
I am the great-great-great grandson of Charles and Willa Bruce.
Anthony is living in Florida, and he's carrying on the family's longtime efforts to get the land back and be compensated for their loss.
Remember, this is the entrepreneur family of the Bruces here. And so if we don't get that money, all we need is the land back anyway.
The Bruces' first plot is now owned by LA County and occupied by a lifeguard headquarters. 15 years ago, Mitch Ward, the former mayor, helped get the park up this street renamed to Bruce's Beach, with a plaque telling the story of what happened. But many people have deemed that plaque to be inaccurate and want it changed.
For me, I felt like that wasn't taking it far enough. It's like this land was stolen from the family. There's knowledge of it, so now the land needs to be given back to the family. Right?
Kevon Ward, who calls Manhattan Beach home, launched a petition last year to get the Bruce family their land back and has spent months raising awareness of this racist injustice.
The city can't claim that it knows nothing about it. The city can't claim that it doesn't know the truth. So now what the city needs to do is make amends.
Your first impression may be this is just a piece of land, but Anthony hopes it can be his family's second chance.
In the U.S. Declaration of Independence, we know that all men are created equal, and so that's what we're looking for. We're just looking for justice for our family.